Hey everyone, it's Angela with Mystic Moon bringing you guys a twin flame reading today. And so this one's going to be a little bit different though. It might be controversial, but it won't be the first time that I do a controversial reading. At the end of the day, I just go with what Spirit is giving me. I'm not really going to be sharing my opinions or anything. I'm not a big fan of doing that because everybody is on their own journey and to each their own with their belief systems, etc. I just feel guided to do a reading for those of you that feel like you are just kind of at the end of your rope on this twin flame journey. Now, you might be at the end of the rope for a few different reasons. Some of you might just be kind of done with making your twin flame journey about your person, you know, focusing on your time and your effort and hoping and praying that they'll change or that they'll heal or that they'll awaken so that way you guys can come into physical union. Some of you might just be done with that story, which is great because that really just goes to showcase how evolved you are becoming on this twin flame journey. When we make something about another person, we're usually going to be disappointed every time. So the twin flame journey is no different. That, I guess I just shared an opinion. That's my opinion. And some of you might just be at a point where the twin flame journey wasn't what you thought it was. It didn't give you the peace. It didn't give you what you were looking for. Maybe you're at a point where you're just like, this whole twin flame journey is just a joke. It's a facade. It's a cult. It's a fraud. Whatever is bringing you to this particular reading, we're just going to rely upon Spirit to bring forth messages to you today about it. Okay. We're not going to be confirming any kind of connections. I'm not going to be, you know, bringing forth any information unless of course it comes through the cards that you need to absolutely stay on this journey. It's not about getting anybody to stay on a journey. It's possibly getting people to just see maybe certain confusion, you know, clearing certain confusions that they may have just found themselves in on this particular journey. So let's just go ahead and see what Spirit has to say. We'll be very open with it and see what we're going to get. So let's use some opening cards, some opening message. We're going to actually tap into a deck here. This is an updated version. So her name is All Things Intuitive. She's on Etsy. This is where you guys can get the cards. She's also on Instagram, but she has created these cards called Messages of Love Oracle cards. So I just kind of feel like, let's just see what we get. What does Spirit want to just tell us right off the bat, just about the twin flame journey? The journey that we find ourselves on, where we find ourselves at emotionally, mentally, spiritually. Everything that I'm using, of course, will be in the description box below, as well as this lovely Organite from Wing and Bell. We have trust. Okay, so you guys, you can see it as clear as day. What Spirit is saying is that you've got to trust in this situation. Now, that doesn't necessarily mean that you have to trust in the twin flame journey, the twin flame process, trust that this person and you are going to come back together and all that other stuff. That's not what it's indicating. But what it's saying is that it's safe for you to trust this process of healing, this process of getting to know yourself, you know, coming closer to your creator, just, you know, really evolving on this twin flame journey. So again, this is about you. It's not necessarily about your person. So it is safe for you to trust in the situation or what's happening right now for you. Trust in that. We also have the timing is not quite right. So this is what they're saying here. Spirit is saying it's safe for you to trust in the situation, but the timing is not quite right. This is a timing issue. So if something isn't happening, it has something to do with the timing of you, perhaps your person, where you guys are at vibrationally. It's just maybe a mismatch at this time. It doesn't mean that there is no connection. It doesn't mean that it could never work. It doesn't also suggest that it will work. It's just saying that wait, you know, wait, because there is something about divine timing here. The timing is not quite right, perhaps. And maybe you are becoming impatient, and that's something that you're being tested upon right now, is to trust more, to have more faith on this process or journey. We also have friendship. And so what I'm getting here for some of you as well is that this friendship is leading to more. So some of you might be wanting to throw in the towel perhaps with a situation with somebody where it doesn't seem like it's growing quick enough or fast enough for you. So this is something that's going to grow over a period of time. So if some of you guys are looking for instant gratification, it might just be that maybe it's just not what you think it is, as in the twin flame journey isn't bringing you instant gratification. And so it's like the way you're thinking about it and the way that it all is supposed to come together, that might also be a mismatch. So you might be thinking something, but really not quite understanding the whole process. I'm also getting for some of you is trust and wait, because you might want to throw in the towel with this whole concept, this whole journey. And again, it's not about needing to stay on a particular journey, especially if you need to take a break or whatever the situation may be. But you might have soul family and friends that you're supposed to connect with on this journey. So if you throw in the towel, you might be pulling away from potential connections, potential friendships, potential just mates on this journey that you'll really bond with. So that's some special messages. We're going to get a total of 5. We have Rekindle Passion. It says, try something you've never done before. So this is the deal. Have we done everything? Have we done everything that we can? Now, this is not continuing to bang on a closed door. This is not saying, well, I'll try this and see if that happens. Rekindle Passion. Try something that you've never done before. Have you ever really tried letting go? Have you ever really tried to basically just focus on yourself and do you for a period of time? Healthily detach and let go of your person? So have you done everything that you possibly can? Because what Spirit is saying here is that there's something perhaps that you haven't done yet. So it's giving you an opportunity, instead of throwing in the towel and blaming the twin flame journey and blaming all the readers out there on YouTube or blaming everyone for your issues and problems. If that happens to be this headspace that you've gotten in, what Spirit is saying, trust and wait. There is definitely a community of like-minded individuals, and do something that you've never done before. So rekindle your own passion. Rekindle your passion with your Creator, your connection to Spirit, your passion within your own life and your own journey. This journey is about you too. It's not just about your twin flame. And a lot of people are stuck in that mindset that it has to be about this individual. You can walk the twin flame journey energetically with your twin flame in spirit, but physically in the physical world, be by yourself, and that is okay. You can still move forward with your mission. You can still make a difference in the world, and you can still live your life to the fullest. You're not half, what's the word I'm looking for? You're not half a person because you're not with your twin flame. You're not broken, or somehow something's missing because you're not with your twin flame. There are some people that believe that until they come into union with their twin flame, that somehow they're just never going to be fully whole. And we're whole on our own. It has nothing to do with anyone else. So we're also here to rekindle our own passion with ourselves, with life. So that's what we're getting. And last message, we have go slow. So this is the deal. It takes time. So again, if you guys are looking for instant gratification, instant romance, instant connection, instant union, this journey may not either A, be for you, or you have to change your mindset of what it actually is. So some of you might just have it wrong in your mind space. Or I shouldn't say wrong, because really there is no wrong or right way at all. It's just our perception. Your perception might just need a little tweaking, is what I'm picking up on. It needs a little bit of a tweak. So go slow and wait. Trust, friendship, rekindle passion within your own life. This is an opportunity for you to kind of re-examine what it is to be a twin flame, what it really means, and what else you can do on this journey besides sitting around and obsessing about your twin flame, if that happens to be you. So we're going to go ahead and go into some other cards and see what is happening here. So what does Spirit want to let you know in regards to your own twin flame journey? What do we got here? Let's go ahead and go into my twin flame oracle cards. If you guys are interested in anything that I've created, they're available on my Etsy shop. And if you're international, just email me and I'll send you a special link to order my cards. happening here on our journey? What is the energy of the twin flame journey right now? What are we learning? What are we going through? What's supposed to be happening right now? We have signs. So this is Spirit's way of saying that they're sending signs. They're sending signs in the form of numbers, in the form of either names or songs or information, people showing up, certain things that are connected to your direction, the direction that you're supposed to be taking right now. We also have Muse, and so I love seeing this 2-card together. What do you want to create? The twin flame journey is what you make it. So if you want to make it a nightmare, it's going to be a nightmare. If you want to make it about longing and pining and just sitting around fantasizing about your twin flame and staying stuck and staying sad, that will be your experience. Or you can take that paintbrush and start to paint a very beautiful, new, different picture. This twin flame journey does not have to be painful. It doesn't have to be like a nightmare. Okay, it just doesn't have to be a nightmare. So I feel very passionate about that. I'm just like holding back. So we have guide. This is the thing. Our spirit guides, our spirit team, our ancestors haven't left our side. They are still here to guide us, pointing us in the right direction. And it's not even about right. There I go with the wrong or rights. There are no wrong or right ways here. It's just what is entailed for your highest good. Your spirit guides are leading that way towards wherever that is supposed to lead you. So you're not alone on this journey. You're not alone. Interesting. We have 2 cards that wanted to pop up with this one. We have the answer is yes and rebalancing the scales. So we have to say yes. We have to say yes to balancing the scales within our own lives, within our own energy, and allowing our twin flame to do the same. So the thing is, we have to say yes. We have to say yes to understanding that maybe we had it, maybe we were confused before. Maybe we've been confused about what the twin flame journey was or is. We have to be willing to open up our mind, to expand our mind a little bit on this journey, to learn more, to understand more, to make it more about us rather than the other person, to make it more about the bigger picture of the vibration and the energy of the planet versus just this romantic connection between you and another person. So we have to say yes to balancing the scales, balancing the energy, balancing the vibration. Not only with us and our twin flame, but also the bigger scale, the bigger picture, the world as a whole is what I'm getting. The scales of the world. This is about like being a light bearer, holding the light, raising the vibration of the planet. It's bigger than you. So we can take that paintbrush and put it in our hand and start to create some different type of a journey for ourselves. We can recreate the journey that we're already on. So rather than throwing out the towel, Spirit is telling you that you have been drawn to the twin flame journey for a reason. Maybe it is here to help you to become more spiritual, to become more evolved, to become in alignment with your soul purpose, your mission. And whether you ever connect with your twin flame or not, it really doesn't matter. How you got here is what's important. What you're doing with your life now is important. You don't have to wait to come into union with your twin flame to make a difference in the world. You can start making a difference right now with your mindset, your energy, and your attitude. So that is the energy that's coming through. I love it. So balancing the scales, balancing the energy within your own energy, your own life, your own connection, the world as a whole, all of it. It all matters. But your twin flame connection is not all that matters. There's bigger things that have to do with being a twin flame than just your twin flame. All right, so let's get some shadows. Let's get some shadowy energy here. We're going to use my twin flame shadows, and we're also going to combine it here with this deck, which is called the Wisdom of the House of Night Oracle cards. Let's get some energies here. some shadows, some fears, some things that we're facing, darkness, that sort of thing. We have belonging. You know, wow, can I even hold that card up? You know what's so interesting? That's the shadow right now. Where do I belong? Do I even belong on this journey? Is this journey even for me? Again, I'm not trying to convince anybody to stay on the journey. But if you're trying to jump ship because the person you thought was your twin flame turned out to be an asshole, something that just, it's not going to work out, you're just like, I'm done. Why throw in the towel on your spiritual ascension process? Why say everything sucks? Why say everything that you learned or all the work that you were doing to improve yourself is now gone up in smoke and flames because this person you realize is not your twin flame? Honor the journey. That's what it is. It's about you belong where you're at. You belong what you have been attracted to. So keep doing the work despite whether you've got a twin flame or not. Does it really matter? Maybe you're here just to hold up, you know, the vibration for other people, for yourself, for the planet. We have elusive. So this is the thing, because we don't know, because it's a mystery. Do I belong here? I don't understand it. I don't understand how this all works. I don't understand why things are this way. That doesn't make any sense to me. I'm imitating people now because I hear these comments. It doesn't make sense to me why somebody would be a twin flame when you're not meant to come together. Now, the thing is, whoever said that you're not meant to come together, but whoever said that you're meant to come together? Do you see what I'm saying? So people don't want to be on a journey unless there is some sort of a guarantee, which makes no sense because there's no guarantee in life. Who are you to say, or who am I to say that it will or it won't ever happen? I run my readings and my channel and my own life with the notion that anything is possible. Anything is possible. But I also run my life under the rules of free will. Now, do I believe in divine intervention and miracles? Absolutely. But the thing is, that's not up to me. The only thing that I am in control of is my destiny, not yours or someone else's. And so I'm just going to stay in my own lane. And if something crazy happens, or, you know, fate has a twist down the road for me, then I'll deal with it when I get there. Or maybe I'll be pleasantly surprised or blessed. But at the end of the day, we're here, we're trying to survive, of course, we're also trying to evolve, we're trying to open up our minds, we're trying to basically navigate our own journey. So do you belong on the journey? Maybe you're saying to yourself, because I can't understand it, because it wouldn't make sense to be on a journey unless it's going to lead to romance or union, why would I even bother? So I feel like that's why it's coming through as a shadow, is because some people are confused or perplexed by things that don't have a guarantee. We have a reminder, don't forget. Don't forget. We have projecting. Okay. So this reminder, what I'm getting here with this don't forget, this is like etched in stone. Don't forget. I almost feel like don't forget. This is like a contract that you made that you would have this experience before you came into this 3D world. So you're on this journey. You've asked to be on this journey. You've signed up for this journey. Maybe you even signed up to have an experience with this particular person, whether they're your twin flame or not, it really doesn't matter. But they're here to remind you something about you. They're here to help you to awaken to something. Now we have projecting. Are we projecting our fantasy on what we want it to be? Are we projecting our own expectations onto the twin flame journey, perhaps, of what we think it is or what it owes us in the end? So there is definitely some sort of shadowy, challenging work that's like coming through right now. And some of you may resonate with that and some of you may not. I'm thinking that if you have already kind of made peace, or you have figured out, not necessarily figured out completely your journey, we're constantly evolving every day, you know, learning more and discovering more. But if you're at a pretty good place, you're probably not even watching this reading. So if you are still watching this reading, it might just be curiosity, or it could just be that you are really struggling. So I feel like this is really where it's showcasing to particular individuals that are really projecting their own thoughts, their own expectations, just their own even fears onto their twin flame experience, their twin flame journey, what it means, all this other stuff. And this happens all the time in the collective, because like I said earlier, there's so many people that have certain just thoughts, certain belief systems on the twin flame journey. At the end of the day, they're just belief systems. So if you believe that, that makes it true for you, but it doesn't make it true for me. Just like I have certain opinions, but it doesn't mean it has to ring true for you. At the end of the day, we just got to stay in our own lane, remember. So however we're getting to the destination is great. If that works for you and you're happy, fantastic. But if we are spending our time just projecting our belief systems and trying to school everybody on what to think and how to do things and all this other stuff, then we're not really focusing. And the one thing that I feel like maybe I do project, and I don't necessarily see it as a negative, but there might be some people that actually beg to differ. I always try to project taking care of the self. Now, is that a projection, or is that just a generalized healthy mindset to focus on you and focus on your own healing rather than focusing on someone else? That is the best way for healing and inner peace, is when you just do you. So like I said, some people might say you're projecting your own experience, your own attitude, your own ideals about the twin flame journey onto other people that see it differently. So I'm willing to say that might be the case. But I'm also here to say that at the end of the day, I feel like it's a pretty healthy mindset to just focus on yourself and try not to worry about what your twin flame needs to, or what they're needs to do, or what they're doing in order for the two of you to come into union. So just that's enough said about that, but that's what we're getting here. So you're being reminded of something specific. You came here to do something. You came here to have an experience. Don't forget that at the end of the day, you signed up for this. So what you decide to project onto someone else or this journey it's self-created. So it's creating something. You're creating something on this journey. And if it's unpleasant, you have to take a look at that. Okay. Interesting stuff. So let's go ahead. Let's go ahead and see, let's see what you're supposed to really, what does Spirit want you to focus on right now? So rather than focusing on not being on the journey or staying on the journey, let's just leave it up to Spirit to tell us what they want us to focus on currently on our journey. So let's go into the Reclaim Your Power Oracle cards by Anthea Spark. What does Spirit want us to focus on right now? Rather than focusing on getting off or staying on, what do they want us to consider or think about? Inner child. So this is a mirror. So this is about taking that mirror, holding it up to the self, and trying to figure out where that grief is coming from, where that sadness is coming from. Now, a lot of the times, people in our lives are actually triggers and mirrors for us, so that way we can really reflect, ponder, and we can start to examine ourselves. And sometimes some of us will blame other people for feeling certain things. Well, yes, that person is bringing it up, but are they responsible for the original feeling? The original feeling is stemming somewhere within us, and so this is giving us an opportunity through that individual to heal it or face it. So Spirit is telling us again to hold the mirror up to ourselves and look at that inner child. And wherever you're grieving, wherever you're feeling broken, you have the tools within you. And maybe there are tools that you are gaining from this twin flame experience that will help you to overcome that grief and sadness. I love it. You've got the power. The Magician, mastery. You and you alone have the power to basically get rid of anything that's not serving you. So you have the ability to manifest your experience. So again, you, number one, the self, whatever you decide you want to experience is what you're going to experience. So of course this can be negative, it can be positive. Whatever we are feeding ourselves, fear-based thinking, positive thinking, empowered thinking, or, stuck ego-based thinking, we're going to mirror that outside of ourselves, and that's what we're going to see. We're going to see it in other people. We're going to see it within ourselves. We're just going to see it everywhere. God of knowledge, wisdom through love. So what you are learning here, and what Spirit is wanting you to really focus on, is God of knowledge, learning, understanding. Now, of course, knowledge is logical information. It's information that you're understanding, you're thinking about, you're learning, you're understanding new concepts. But the thing is, we have wisdom through love. So you're learning through love. You're learning through loving yourself. You're learning, when you love yourself, you love other people. You're much more understanding. You're much more forgiving. You're in a healthier mindset. You are able to place boundaries where you need to place them. You're able to just take care of yourself, and you're able to experience much more peace with other people because of your vibration, because of the love that you're vibrating in. So, God of knowledge, it's about learning, being open to the wisdom through love. So you see that door? It's like an open door that's just either waiting for you to keep moving forward and learning and understanding something. Like you came here to master something. You came here to master a specific lesson. You came here to master something when it comes to healing, perhaps, or maybe even unconditional love. I think I said forgiveness as well. We have Lady of Chaos, drama and war. And again, we experience environments that are based on our own belief system, our own attitudes, our own energies. Yes, of course, there are other people that do create drama and chaos and war in our lives, but how we respond to it perpetuates the experience or the energy. So that doesn't mean that every single thing that happens to us, even though it's kind of borderline for me, I can't really buy into, and this is an opinion, I can't really buy into the whole concept that everything that we create is or everything that we experience is self-created. I guess it is, but it's hard sometimes to accept that. Kind of like, why would I want to experience abuse, or why would I want to experience this horrible thing? So I guess on some level we have signed up for it. We've asked to experience it. I get it. But what I'm willing to say with this drama and war is that, again, are we going to be a lady of chaos? Doesn't have to be a female. Are we just going to be in this chaotic energy? When we're in chaotic energy, we're not being loving. We're not creating love. We're creating war. So do you see how it's very black and white here? Our grief, mastering this grief, will help us to remove drama and war with ourselves and others so we can go through that new door. So you are essentially here on this twin flame journey to master something about yourself. So even if the person is or isn't your twin flame, it really doesn't matter at this point, because it's helping you to master something within yourself. So in a way, use the blessing of this journey to help yourself. And maybe this journey is going to lead you to the next step or the next phase with a different partner, where you're going to experience, true divine intimacy and connection. Maybe there was a catalyst person that got you to this twin flame journey to do this work, to help you to raise your vibration, to push you through this new door into the things that you really, really want to bring into your lives. See, look at that. Belief system, the mirror, mother and father belief systems. So this is an energy here that's telling you, it's not all your fault. Okay, and it's not about blaming our parents for everything, even though there are therapists out there that's what they want to do is, everything stems to your mother and father. And I can say that because I have a daughter, and my daughter and I, we've definitely gone through some stuff, and there was a time where everything was my fault. And it's not to say it wasn't my fault in certain cases, but this is about our upbringing. Yes, our upbringing has a lot to do with our belief systems, but at some point we can break away and start to adopt a healthier attitude. We don't have to become the same as our toxic parents if our parents were toxic. We don't have to adopt their same belief systems. We don't have to be abusive if we were abused, things like that. So there is an ability to look in the mirror, to examine this grief. I think it's interesting that we have mother and father and inner child here. So some of you might be really experiencing something on your twin flame journey, as in you have chosen a partner that really mirrors your childhood experiences. Or maybe you have gone for a person, or your twin flame, let's just say, has certain belief systems, but they have major issues with their childhood and upbringing that are causing drama and war and chaos in this situation. So the way out of this drama and war on your journey is to go through that new door, to ascend. God of knowledge, keep learning, keep understanding, expand your mind. There's more to understand here. There's more to learn. You haven't learned it all yet. You haven't learned it all yet is what Spirit is saying here. There's more to learn. So if you're done with this twin flame journey, it's because you're closing your mind, because you don't want to learn anymore. You don't want to accept something. Maybe this is just too much for you, and that's okay. But it's not the twin flame journey's a failure, or that twin flames are bullshit. It might just be that you're not ready. You're just not ready at this time to move through that door. So it's about our own belief systems that are holding us back. It's not them. It's not the journey. It's not everyone else. It's not love. It's not everything sucks. It's our own belief system that is holding us back. So you've been introduced to this twin flame journey for a reason, and it is to help you to go through a new door and to understand something and to master something on your own. So do you see how it doesn't have to be about this romance, and it doesn't have to be about your person, it doesn't have to be about a union? This is a path of healing. This is a path to the self. So, and our twin flames, other things, are there twin flames that are here to come together in a union and to do great things on the planet? Absolutely. But let's just say, for instance, let's just say we're not getting that. We're not feeling it. We're not seeing the evidence of that ever being a reality in our lives. So instead of saying this whole twin flame thing is, bullshit, try to look at the twin flame journey as something else. Do something else in the meantime. Do something worthwhile in the meantime. Instead of being pissed off, instead of being in a negative attitude, instead of saying, forget it, I'm done. Try to do something. Just try to do something more constructive for yourself in your own life, and try to just continue to be a beacon of light for other people, while you're on this journey. So if it didn't work out for you, no problem. Continue to hold that space and light for other people that are supposed to maybe come together. It's just about being in the vibration of love, even if it doesn't happen to be your destiny, let's just say. And again, at the end of the day, we don't really know. We don't really know what's going to happen. But if we feel more peace with just letting go and just accepting that whatever's meant for us is just going to happen, and we're just willing to just walk this journey and learn what we can in the meantime, fantastic. That sounds like a good plan to me, right? Experience and love all you can along the way. There are no rules. And people that want to tell you that you can't do this and you can't do that because if you do this, then you're going to be punished. Sorry, that's for other religions. That's not, to me, what this twin flame journey thing is. So if it was, I wouldn't even be on this frickin' journey. This journey is individual. Not everybody has the same blueprint on this journey. So that's just not what my journey looks like. Maybe it is for you guys. Again, that's a belief system. But if that's creating you to feel stuck and heavy to where you feel like you're never going to be happy unless union happens or unless this person is in your life, again, that's up to you guys. But I'm very open. I'm just experiencing my life and living my life to the fullest right now. I know that I'm supposed to be on this journey. I know what it's done for me. I know what it continues to do for me. And I have great faith in what it will continue to do for me. And so I have no desire to jump off the twin flame journey. Why? Because I don't have expectations on the twin flame journey. That's why it works for me. The twin flame journey doesn't work for those that have expectations, especially when you have it based on an actual person that you feel you have to come together with. So let's go ahead and get some closing messages from Spirit and things that we can do to just really focus on healing and helping ourselves. This right here is called the Self-Care Cards by Cheryl Richardson. Magnificence. Look at this. Look at this beautiful woman hugging herself. Own your magnificence. The world needs your brilliance and grace. That was a message that came through from the very beginning of the reading. There was something about the twin flame journey being bigger than you and your person. It has to do with the world. So do you see how it says the world needs you? The world needs your light, your brilliance, and your grace. So even when you're not with your twin flame, the world still needs your vibration. So try not to throw in the towel just because things might not be going exactly the way that you expected or hoped. It's still important to stay high vibe. Courage. Take the leap. Your courage will see you through. So it's about being courageous, being strong, being bold, not being afraid to move forward on this journey with or without your partner. This is about making bold moves, making a splash, living your life to the fullest. We have gratitude, and at the end of the day, just being so damn grateful. And I always say this, I am so damn grateful to just be on this twin flame journey. I'm so damn grateful for just everything that I have experienced since being on the twin flame journey. And let me tell you something, I've experienced some pretty shitty things on this twin flame journey so far. And it actually has nothing to do with my twin flame. It has everything to do with the experiences with other people that I have met on this twin flame journey. But some of those experiences have been blessings, great blessings and lessons in my life. So at the end of the day, I'm grateful nonetheless. But I'm so damn grateful to be a twin flame in this life and all of the gifts that it is bestowing upon me, just being in this energy, being in this mindset, being in this vibration. So that is an energy. I'm not even going to turn the card over because I got the message. We have decisions. It says, honor your top priorities. If it's not an absolute yes, then it's a no. Interesting. So I feel with what we've just been talking about, people need it to be an absolute, okay? And this card is saying if it's not an absolute for you, then that means a no. So if you're at a point where you feel like, you know what, you just can't move forward any further, or this whole situation just isn't for you, it's not resonating with you, you've got to do what's right for you at the end of the day. So it doesn't matter what I say, it doesn't matter what any other twin flame readers out there say, it doesn't matter what you read. If it doesn't resonate with your being, then that's a no for you. You know, at the end of the day, you're the only one that knows. So my point is, do you feel how grateful I am to be on the twin flame journey, just with the enthusiasm and the energy that I'm hoping that you can feel through these words that I'm speaking to you. If you're not in that energy, you might have to think about, why are you not in that energy? And sometimes there's people that are on certain wavelengths where I'm just like, I ain't getting it. I don't get what you're seeing, or I'm just not there. And so it just wasn't for me. So, and that's okay. I don't have to be in that kind of wavelength or mindset. I'm in my own lane, doing my own thing, growing my own way. So if you guys are at that point where you need to make a decision to step off the twin flame journey because it's just not vibing with you, it just seems to, it's not vibing with you, you've got to make that decision. Maybe hopefully at the end of this video, you have made a decision on whether or not this is just something that you want to continue with or you just don't. And either way is okay. Last message. Tenderness. We have a little child here. Speak gently to yourself and cherish the child within. So we did get inner child that came through this reading today. So this is really talking about at the end of the day, we're all children. We're all children of God. We're all growing. We're all innocent. We're all doing the best that we can. So be gentle with yourself. This is also about being gentle with others along the way, including the person that you're looking at as your twin flame, because everybody is learning at their own pace. Everybody is at their own level of understanding. So I do hope that you guys enjoyed this reading. Thank you so much for choosing to watch it. And if it didn't resonate with you, that's totally fine too. But I hope that it was positive for some of you. All right. Thanks so much. Take care. Bye-bye.